Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna see the actual game, Field of Glory 2 Medieval, see the options and then play a quick tutorial game. So here you can see we have tutorial, we're gonna go after there, battles, campaigns, multiplayer, editor and quick game. Editor, of course, you're editing games, you can edit campaigns. Multiplayer, it's a multiplayer, you can play online and also you can play, from what I understood from a friend of mine, Paul Beckus, that we're going to organize a game through email. I don't know how it works, but I will check with him. So let's go to campaigns and see what campaigns are available. So we have a sandbox campaign. It's a campaign it's a multi-battle campaign that allows you to fight a whole tactical campaign between the nations of your choice. The scenarios and decisions to be made along the way will be different each time a campaign is played, so it's quite interesting. So we have also Alexander Nevsky served 3 times as Prince of Republic of Novgorod between 1236 and 1259. He was also Grand Prince of Vladimir, Supreme Ruler of Russia, from 1252 to 1263. He led the army of Novgorod successfully against Swedes, Livonian, Knights, and Lithuanians, and maintained Novgorod as independence from the Mongol Tatar Golden Horde by paying tribute, while managing to avoid supplying troops for the Horde's wars. In 1547, he was canonized as a saint of the Russian Orthodox Church. Then we have the Avengian Empire. That's another interesting campaign. The Avengian Empire was established by King Henry II of England, who inherited the Duchy of Anjou from his father, Godfrey the Fair, the Kingdom of England and the Duchy of Normandy through his mother, the Empress Matilda. He acquired the Duchy of Aquitaine by right of his wife Eleanor of Aquitaine. As a result, he ruled roughly half of France, more than the territory directly ruled by the King of France, all of England and parts of Wales and eventually Ireland. He ruled from 1154 to 1189 and was succeeded by his son Richard I, who ruled 1189 to 1199, and then John, Richard the Lionheart, of course, and John Lackland, 1199 to 1216. Much of the French territory was lost during the reign of John. This campaign covers Henry's early career before becoming King of England and the early of middle parts of his reign. Then we have the Mongol invasion, interesting campaign. This campaign chronicles the Mongol invasion of Europe in the first half of the 13th century AD. This led to the destruction and absorption of the Volga, Bulgar, and Kuman Kipak states and the subjugation of the Russian principalities for more than 2 centuries. Only the death of the Grand Khan Ogedei in the late 1249 saved Hungary and Poland from similar subjugation, and possibly the rest of Europe as well. Interesting campaign. And then we have the Northern Crusades. That's very interesting campaign. It's about it's for sure the Teutonic Order. This is a quite long passage, but we all know what is the northern campaigns were in Prussia, Latvia, Estonia, and Livonia of the Teutonic Order. So very interesting campaigns. Let me know if you're interested to see any of these campaigns. So let's go back and see battles, and let's see epic battles and what battles we have. There's the feudal north. This is where the battles, I'm sure very soon we're going to have a lot of DLCs, with more battles, more campaigns, and of course a lot of workshops, so I'm looking forward to it. And of course expansion during the 100 Years' War. This game ends around the mid-13th century. So we have Hastings. You can play as Norman or as an English, Saxons. Tinkerbry, another great battle, Norman or Anglo-Norman. Trutina, Bohemian against Polish. I don't know about this battle. Here is Tinkerbry. Then Grug Moor, Welsh against Anglo-Norman, another interesting battle. The Standard, the Battle of the Standard, very famous battle, Anglo-Normans against the Scots. The Steppes, Brabancon against the Liégeois, it's in France. Bouvines, one of the most historic battles in the medieval era. Otpa, the Sword Brethren against Pskovian and Estonian, these are the Northern Crusades. Kalka River, Russian against Mongols. Berhovd, Danish against Germans. Lake Peipus, of course, the Battle of the Frozen Lake, Teutonic Order against Novgorodian, and Kressebrunn, Hungarian against Bohemian. You can fight any. You can choose any of the sides, as you can see, and fight the battles. Very interesting battles. I would like to play Battle the Standard, see how the Scots are against the Anglo-Norman, and of course Bovines, so many Hastings. There's so many nice good battles here. So these are the options you have, and then you can go in custom battle. If you will have which army you have, look how many armies there are: Anglo-Irish, Anglo-Norman, Baltic tribes, Bohemian, different eras of Bohemian up to 1319, Cuman, Danish, English, 2 English, 1042, 1065, and 1066, actually 3 English, 1155 to 1271, Free Canton, French, German. German has so many types of era: Imperial, Northwest, Southeast, another Imperial a bit later, 12 to 1319. We have Hungarian, Irish. There's a great variety: Lithuanian, Norman, Norwegian, Polish, Russian, Scots Isles, Swedish, anti-Teutonic Order, Tatar, Welsh, different Welsh. So another great amount of army lists, I think, also fealty. You choose your allies, and you choose if your force is medium, large, or very large. You choose map type. Let's go and see. You have potluck, okay, frozen agricultural, frozen hilly, frozen marshy, frozen mountains, frozen wooded, Northern European agricultural. That would be interesting. You have different terrain: North European hilly, North European marshy, Northern European mountains, Northern European wooded, and steppe. So this is where you can create your own battles. So let's go back and fight a tutorial battle. There are 3 tutorial battles. You have Low Countries, French against Low Countries, Western Prussia, Pomeranian against Teutonic Order, and Heilig, 12-12-6, Hungarian against Russian. So let's fight the Low Countries, French against the Flemish, basically. You play as the French. The first tutorial scenario will show you the basics of the game. In 1216, the citizens of Lille, chafing under the rule of King Philip II of France, have risen in rebellion. King Philip has sent a force to squash the rebellion. This battle. Now let's fight a quick battle and see how it looks and see how close this game is to an actual miniatures game in concept and in process of thought. So the objective: routing at least 40% of their troops and 25 more than you have lost, or routing 60% of their troops. French, turn 1. You are Estienne de Brochemont, commander of the army sent by King Philip of France to crush rebellion of citizens of Lille. The citizen spearmen are tough and will probably defeat your own spearmen, so you have dismounted some of your knights in order to match them. The city knights are not as experienced or effective as ours, and despite dismounting more than half of our knights, we still outnumber them. Our left flank is secured by a steep hill and marsh from which we can pour bolts and arrows against the rebel flank. Try to concentrate shooting against 1 or 2 units rather than spreading it evenly. It's very interesting, the strategy that helps you. We overlap the enemy on our right and may be able to execute flank charge. Flank charges are most effective when the enemy is already engaged in close combat. To qualify as a flank charge, the charging unit must start as a whole move behind the enemy flank. An attack at 45 degrees to the enemy front does not count as a flank charge. So a very interesting strategy that we're going to follow. It's our turn. Now, I just want to show you how beautiful the graphics are. Yes, now it's tutorial involvement. Look at the knights. Now, the big flags are the commanders, the generals. Look how beautiful. Seriously, it's a revamp from the previous Field of Glory with Ancients and the Vikings. But this could be a Age of Empires game or Total War. They are actually very, very beautiful. Look at the knights, very well designed. And the spearmen, you have all the quality of your troops. And here you have the crossbowman. I think they look very beautiful, and the terrain looks amazing. You have built-up area. And let's have a look and see our strategy here. Now, these are the Flemish, who have some light crossbowmen on the flanks. That's where I have an advantage, you see here, with the mounted crossbowmen and the mounted knights. They have, again, this terrain is open ground, although cultivated. They have also light crossbowmen here, sergeants, and here are the Low Country spearmen everywhere in the back. They have a carroccio, a standard wagon. So what my strategy will be is with my infantry to try and pin them while I attack from the flank. Here you see a marshy area, so my light longbows will have an advantage at this elevated position, but I don't think I can hold it here. And while I hold them here, maybe I cannot flank them from here. And here is the commander, my commander, Esther de Bruman. This is a small battle, a small terrain. So let's start and see. So we can move as a group. So let's move as a group. And I will move also these guys as a group. Just want to check now what's happening. Let's move towards the marsh. And I will bring the crossbow down. This is all crossbows carried by the crossbowmen have great penetration power. I mean, I know you're not going to read them all, but I want to really start shooting here, and I can shoot with these guys. So here is the hits they faced. They have, and the crossbowmen I think hit. When you select a unit, all of the units in the same command are highlighted by a line around their square. Units within command range of a general in line of command have shaded tiles. So we're in command range. So let's shoot with a crossbowman. Graphics are brilliant. Here you can see, for example, if you want, I have the commander, and here I can see the command range, so everybody's in command range. I can toggle command range on and off. Here also I can have a line of sight. Where is the line of sight? So you can see line of sight, but here you have line of fire. So this is the line of fire of the crossbow. So these are very useful. So we finish here. I don't think I'm going to do anything else, so let's finish a turn. And now they're aggressive, the spearmen are aggressive. Carroccio is moving. Here is very important for me. They're shooting at my... The graphics are brilliant, seriously, it's out of the world, this comparison to previous graphics. Now, what I'm going to do is attack. Now this is the zone of control. So let's attack. I didn't put everybody. So you see here, that's another very interesting example. Let's move these guys here. Sorry about this, but because it's now this guy here cannot move and support the other knights, because why? Because he has the zone of control of this sergeant, so he cannot go and overlap it. There's the main zone of control, and this is the secondary zone of control. So this unit of knights has to stop here. So I'm missing an overlap, I'm missing support, and that's not good. So unfortunately I have to stop here, while I will occupy. I'm charging here. It's very nice when you're charging, you fight with lances, but then you, and I will charge here with this knight. Sorry about this. Now this fragmented the sergeants, good job, but what I'm going to do here with the light cavalry is I'm going to try and outflank and shoot at the same time, but I'm going to go and try and go in the back. Putting the commander closer. And here I'll try and finish these guys. The graphics are brilliant. Can the crossbow fight here? Yes, they partially can see them, so we can shoot. You can have the full analysis of what's happening if you want on boxes that will be revealed. I don't want to because we can see the graphics, but you can have and know exactly what's happening. So casualties, you have all the analysis here. I think if you consider here, Can we fight? Ah, yes. Either in melee, so I can move here, or should I fight? Let me... I think I'll move it here. I think now we're good. And let's end the turn. So their spearman is much better than mine. And they were attacked in the flanks. I think I have an advantage on the left flank with the crossbowman. City Knight Challenger just took a cohesion test, but passed. And they held firm. Okay. Now this will be interesting to see what I'm going to do. I want to shoot the mounted who are trying to unflag with my crossbowmen, who are very, I cannot shoot here, who are very strong. Let's get rid of these archers. They're fragmented. When they get this red on the banner, and if the banner gets torn, they're fragmented. They have also another level previously, of course. And they break automatically. And that's great for me because it's a great advantage for me here because now I can flank. I'd flank them with... Now this is a small... And the sergeants break. And that's brilliant. And the routing... We're following up. And we immediately go to the first available enemy. We charge it. And I want to go here with my... and charge the Carroccio. It is a brilliant game. Look, I mean, they're portraying the medieval era perfectly. As long as my my spearmen hold, because they're inferior, I have the knights who are supporting. So my knights here are supporting this, and I think... Can we charge with the commander? The commander can charge. Not now. So let's end this turn. I think I'm winning the flanks. I think the Flemish are going to be... you see my spearmen are pushed back because of their quality. It's not good. So a broken line is broken here. It is brilliant. It portrays... I read in reviews that it portrays perfectly the medieval era. And this is actually how the battle line looked. So fragmented, and it's brilliant. Now this is a great advantage for us because now we can shoot these guys. Now we'll have to move the crossbowman here and bring them so we can outflank. Now here is a critical move. Let's finish them. They are routing. So I have two mounted units in the back of the Flemish. The graphics are absolutely out of this world. So the knights routing and the charging and impact on the flank. The Flemish are slowly breaking, but we're pushed back. There is a really funny. You see here very beautiful banners on the spears. But when you finish charging, you fight with your spears, with your swords. So very nice animation here. So the French knights who they disrupted again the Flemish were pushed back. Now my spearmen here are in trouble. You have the percentage of winning, but they're holding firm. That's very good. And now we'll attack with my commander to the sergeants. What do you think? I think it looks amazing. Let's see here if we have any chance of moving. No. So I think I'm winning this demo game. I think I've destroyed the flanks. I have a great advantage in the flanks. The center is holding and it's breaking. I think it's almost over. Imagine if this one in a huge battle, how interesting it would be. Okay, now let's see what can we do. Now we will charge flank here. The low spearmen, they will have 81% of winning because we're charging in the flank. And I think if we break them, well, they held firm. But I think they won't hold with the attack of the foot knights. I was not expecting them to hold firm. You see they have yellow. I think this means that it's yellow, red, and white when they're broken. Now my command is disrupted. The knights are beautiful. I mean, you can use them in... And now... try and attack. We're still chasing. And here it shows you who is winning. The French are winning, the green, the other back, so it's more visual. I think we're going to finish it. I'm pretty sure it's a victory. The pursuing unit pursued right off the table. There's a chance each turn that it will return. That routers will not return. The routers. So we have stupidly we fought. Now I'm losing the center here. You see the torn banners, and I'm losing the center. But my men-at-arms mounted knights just attacked from the back, and the victory is ours. It was brilliant. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. What do you think, guys? I really, really enjoyed it. Here you can review the battlefield. You can see what's happened. Because basically my left flank, my right flank was where everything happened, where the knights basically charged and devastated the center. The center was losing here. They're falling back, but the flank was mine. Also, the crossman managed to have an advantage. So I think it went well. Here you have the infantry killed, the cavalry killed, all the battle statistics, and this is a 1 tutorial battle. Anyway, guys, this is from me. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you're interested in seeing any campaign, and I'm pretty sure with my friend Paul we're going to start this campaign, and we're also going to show it on the channels. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice evening, and bye-bye.